everybody. Welcome to episode 26 of the Seesaw Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Fox. With me, we got
Jojo.
Zach.
So, few orders of business that we need to get through. Today, we're going to be talking about something very exciting. I'm very happy to talk about. Few orders of business we got to get through first. First, we have an announcement to make. Is that right after this, we are going to be starting our playthrough of all the Kingdom Hearts games. We talked about this a little bit beforehand.
A couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we're finally going to be starting that. The plan is, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a second channel where we're going to upload the full, we're going to be cutting them up into, each video is going to be a different world. And we're going to have a different channel where we're going to have the full hour-long video of uncut of us playing the world. We'll probably just upload those whenever we can, and then not release a set schedule. And then we're also going to be making highlight videos. We're just the funny bits, probably around 10-20 minutes. I would say 20 minutes the most. I would say for those videos.
Yeah, we can be funny for 20 minutes, right?
Yeah. Well, no, that's generally just cutting it down from an hour-long video into just the actual the good bits.
Yeah.
Rather than just sitting down and watching somebody play a game for an hour. And we'll be uploading those to the main channel. What we're probably going to be doing is on weeks where we don't have a podcast, we will be uploading the highlight videos onto the main channel. So if we do our, as y'all know, we try to make our episodes every other week. So in between weeks, we'll have a podcast one week, highlight the next week, podcast next week. But then every now and then, if we can't record it every other week, you have to wait. It's a 3-week wait, which happens sometimes, just because we're busy people. It'll be a podcast and then highlight podcast and everything. So just know that will be coming out. Hopefully starting next week, we'll have our the first highlight video out, and then I also need to make a public apology as well. I have been, the past few podcasts, I've been ripping a lot on Birth by Sleep, and because I've been talking trash about it, and I realized the reason I've been talking trash about it. I've been doing the thing that it bothers me when people do, and I've basically been saying it's not as good as KH2, therefore it's not a good game. But that's not true. It's definitely not as good as KH2.
Debatable.
No, it's definitely not as good as KH2 or KH1. But it is because I think because I've been playing through 1.5 plus 2.5 in the order of the games, and I started to do, and once I finished KH1, I started doing post game stuff. And for a week, I was just constantly grinding, trying to get the ultimate weapon and stuff like that. And I realized that I had to stop, otherwise I wasn't going to play any of the other games on there, And once I got to KH2, once I finished the main game, I told myself, I need to finish Birth by Sleep before I go back and do post-game stuff, or else I am never going to touch Birth by Sleep. So the entire time I'm playing Birth by Sleep, I'm I want to fucking play KH2, And yesterday was kind of a shitty day, and at the end of it I was able to sit down and play a bunch of Birth by Sleep, and I was having a fucking great time. And I remember I said before that I had more fun playing Chain of Memories than Birth by Sleep, and I think the reason for that is because also that was before I played KH2 again, and so I gotta apologize to Birth by Sleep out there. You're a good game. You're number 3 on my list. Not as good as KH2 or 1, but still. Yeah, because there are a lot of people out there that basically say KH2, 1, and 2 are the only good games because those are the best, but it's all the other games, for the most part, all the other games are really good, It's just, those are the best, but that doesn't mean the other games aren't good, It's I'm the guy that defends Days, It's and I mean, I think it's not as good as, any of the console games, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game,
He and HMK bumped shoulders over how.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. We have the whole podcast is telling the story, so we'll have time to get into that. But
we have to fill an hour, Joe.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway,
55 minutes left. We can do it.
Well, the first 3 minutes was us setting up though.
Oh.
But
what episode are we on?
26.
Yeah.
But
roundup.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm actually pretty excited for this episode because as if you've been following us, been watching through the podcast, then you will know that we were going to one of the orchestral concerts, which was happening. Because when we talked about the trailer that came out and everything, we kind of mentioned we're going to it. And it kind of sucks that we didn't get to experience it there with everybody. And so we're going to be talking about our experience and kind of a reflection of the concert and everything. Also, I want to say I realize I probably shouldn't say this because I'm telling you not to watch our shit. If you are planning on going to one of the orchestral concerts, or if you are going to, don't watch this because we're going to be basically talking about like everything that happened.
Spoiler alert.
And yeah, and this is something you want to experience for yourself. Trust me. This is like this was fucking amazing. Like I think we can all agree this was fucking awesome. And like this is definitely something that you're gonna want to experience for yourself, and not have us three idiots like talk like say everything.
I will reenact every single musical number.
Yeah, have like a recorder. Yeah, but
Careful, we might get copyright.
yeah, right. It was that good, but not so. But yeah, so if you either already have gone to one of the concerts, or if you are not going to one of the concerts, you can live it through us telling the stories.
Live it through my recorder skills.
Yeah, but not. It was but not. So I guess like you said, we have an hour to fill, so we can go back to the beginning when like we decided we were going to the concert. So it was actually it's actually on it's recorded in our Seesaw history.
Yeah.
We decided that we were going to it in one of our podcasts where because we kind of like before the podcast we kind of like just a little bit we're like, oh hey, there's a concert, that'd be cool to go to it. And I personally really wanted to go to it because it's in LA. We're like 6 hours away from, or it was in Hollywood, but we're like 6 hours away from there. We're near San Francisco, and it's like I think it'd be I just thought it'd be really fun to go to it. I've been playing Kingdom Hearts like my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
I think that'd be super cool, and it was for like over a year from now. And if you go back to the podcast, you can hear us. We're talking about it, and it's like. I think I say you asked when it was. And I'm like, it's in July. And I think it was recorded in like May. The podcast.
It was
May
it was like a couple months before July, or June.
Yeah, of 2016. And you're like, when is it? And I say, it's in June. And then you're like, I don't know, that's pretty soon. I'm like, no, 2017. You're like, oh hell yeah, let's go. And we pretty much did the thing where we bought a ticket. So it's like, all right, we have a ticket now. We have to go. We don't have an excuse to like back out of it at this point.
And then we didn't plan for another 300 days.
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, we figured it out pretty.
We got it though.
We had a general idea.
We talked about when we were gonna plan. I remember we bought it. We're like, we'll plan for it later.
Yeah.
And then like this year hit, and we're like,
and then graduated.
Yeah.
Then summer was over.
Our summer vacation ended, and then we're like,
I think January rolled around.
Yeah, we gotta plan for this.
I think it's a good time to start planning.
Yeah, but I mean, we always had I think from the start we always knew that like we wanted to have it be like what we'll do the concert, then next few days Disneyland. We like we're pretty sure from the start because we were like, all right, we're gonna be like right next to Disneyland, so it's like why not just do it again?
Yeah.
I think that was kind of it wasn't until recently that we actually sat down like the hotels and everything and figured all that stuff out. But so we planned that, and it didn't take us, or at least for me, it didn't take me till like I was there to realize that it was happening. Because we talked about this a lot when we were there, because it's like. When we got the tickets, it felt so far away that I just didn't even think about it. I was like, it's just, it's like Kingdom Hearts 3, really. It's like, it's something that I'm excited for, but I don't really expect to ever actually happen, And so when we were there, I still remember, like, waking up the car there, it's like, we're going to the concert, but, like, it does not feel real,
It's like, we're on a car ride to somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was in the Dolby Theater.
Yeah.
We were in the Dolby Theater, standing in line to get in, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't real. We're not actually.
Seriously, and
this is.
It really didn't hit me until we were like actually in the Dolby Theater, and we were with like fucking everyone there had a Kingdom Hearts shirt on, and the people like cosplayed and everything. I was like, holy shit, it's happening! It's happening! And that was like, or even before that, even you talk about how the key keepers, 3 of the 4 key keepers had a meetup there, which was pretty fucking fun because it's like obviously we're very much in the Kingdom Hearts fandom, and it's like it's kind of hard to not see their shit in the Kingdom Hearts fandom, and it's like especially if you're watching us, we're like way down low, so everyone knows
us.
Yeah, so everyone knows who the fuck they are, and we spent a while just kind of being tourists in Hollywood. Like we found Danny DeVito star and everything.
Yeah, someone handed me their mixtape and then tried asking for money. We watched someone try to hand other people their mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
We got Cold Stone and we watched from a balcony.
Yeah.
We watched the guy who gave Zach the mixtape, but then he didn't take it. He was like, oh, you need money.
Yeah.
And then we watched him try to do the same to other people for like 20 minutes.
I kind of wanted his mixtape. I just didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah, same.
I don't want someone's mixtape. I'd rather die.
We should make a mixtape.
Christ. But nah, so, yeah, so yeah, we spent a while, like I said, just kind of being tourists around. Like you said, we watched a guy hand out mixtapes. Yeah. We went down like the fucking Star Walk or whatever the fuck it's called.
Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah. Found we found Walt Disney Star, Danny DeVito Star. Those are the two important ones.
I still didn't find the Rock Star.
Yeah. I still Danny DeVito and Walt Disney, the only important ones. But
the Rock's getting up there though.
And then so then we went to like fucking like we tried to go to like that with the Bull Theater, whatever the fuck it's called.
The what?
Oh yeah, and they're like, nah, you can't get in.
And they're doing construction there or something.
But then we went to a cool astrology place. No.
Oh,
that place.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the big ass telescope.
The
one near the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, it was on a hill.
Yeah, went over to the Hollywood sign.
Well, because what happened was we were there, right, and we were like, yo, we should go to the Hollywood sign, let's get close to it, and we just drove the wrong way, and wound up, they're like, oh, it's a museum like thing, and we're like, alright, cool, I guess we'll do that. Yeah, there we go.
And so we were still like pretty much as close as you get to the Hollywood sign without hiking to it, which I have hiked to the Hollywood sign before, and it is a very fun hike if you like hiking, and which I do a lot, but without considering we were going to be spending the next 2 days in Disneyland, it's like we got enough hiking,
Yeah, we walk 16 miles one day.
Yeah, and so we kind of chilled in Hollywood. It was very fucking hot. I thought I was gonna die, and that was pretty much all we did. Like in Hollywood and everything. Like we got Cold Stone, got a 20% off discount with our tickets and everything.
Thanks, Namora.
Yeah, right. No Cecil ice cream though. And then
Cecil pop chips at the concert.
Yeah, right.
Closest thing we could get. We could just lick the paw.
Zach came out of the bathroom, I think, and I was like, "You ready for some Cecil?"
Oh, God. No, but once we were in the theater, we walked around a little bit, and then
we're gonna get to the Keykeepers though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we gotta get to.
Yeah, because then Sky. Well, it was Sky was the one. Skyward Wing was having a meetup beforehand. And then because HMK and Sora Alum 1 were just there as well for E3, they were like, yeah, sure. And the concert as well. They're just kind of like, yeah, sure, we'll come along. And, first off, they were like fucking 40 minutes late because they weren't expecting LA traffic to be that bad. Mm-hmm. But, when we're Californians. Like, we know how bad shit gets. And then there was fucking Kat or whatever the fuck her name was because we were stalking their Twitters, kind of like waiting, seeing if they're gonna put any updates or something. And I think Sky put out a thing saying like, oh, sorry, we're so late. And somebody named Kat said, I think it was Kat, right?
It was Kat.
Said like, oh, we're here waiting for you. We were like looking around like, where the fuck is she? Yeah. She doesn't exist. Yeah. She says we're waiting, but I don't see them.
Kat was waiting in the shadow realm.
Yeah, but once we actually met up with them, she kind of popped out of nowhere. We were like, "There's Kat!" But
Kat hype.
Yeah, but then when we met up with them, we said hi and everything, got a picture with them. The Keykeepers were a big inspiration for me for doing this podcast because they pretty much kind of started the whole podcast thing for Kingdom Hearts, but the thing they would only do it like once every 6 months, and even now it's like they barely ever do it. And
they even to themselves, they're like, we're retired.
Oh yeah, Fergus, because recently they him and Jared did a stream together like a week or so ago, and Sky just didn't. Dean was sleeping, and Sky just didn't join. That's why HMK was yelling at him for it and everything. He was like, "You were there, to me." And so I got to tell them and everything that they pretty much inspired us to, or at least me, to really do this podcast because I loved their podcast and I always wanted something like that but consistent, and that's why I was like, well, if they won't do it, I will kind of thing, and so I was glad that I got to, just the fact that I got to meet them because they really for me at least kind of brought me back into the whole fandom aspect of Kingdom Hearts because I've always been. Obviously, I've been a Kingdom Hearts fan for fucking ever, but I feel like the actual fandom side of Kingdom Hearts, there wasn't really. There was the early fucking 2005 fandom with the shitty YouTube poops and stuff, but there really wasn't that much besides fucking, what is it called? Like the KH Union and like KH13 and
those guys,
like the Keyblade and the old Keyblade and stuff like that. There really wasn't that much, but they kind of started, but they were more of like the as close like as official stuff as you could get. It wasn't until them that I really kind of dove headfirst into the whole like community aspect of Kingdom Hearts, and so it was really cool to kind of see meet them, and for I really without them we might not we might not be here. So I don't know. I mean we still might be, just because I don't remember exactly how this all, because I know we've told the story of how it started before, but me and you were talking about it during our Skype calls. But I mean, it's like, I do think for me at least they were a big factor in doing this kind of stuff. But anyway,
indirectly you were a big factor for us. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So by proxy, they were a factor for us too.
Mm-hmm.
But not, and yeah, so I was happy, I got to meet, and then same thing, Sky even said, like, oh, we're kind of retired, and then Sky, HMK was like, as HMK does, constantly screaming 20, like, I was joking with them, like, we're gonna hear HMK like a mile away, like, before he even shows up, we're gonna hear him screaming, but he was even like, no, like, Jared tried to get us back, and I was like, I know, I was there, he was like, you were there, everything, and so that in a very HMK fashion, and I, after, them doing their thing, I mentioned, I was like, HMK, I gotta say, I'm with you, Days is a good game, and he was like, my man, he did like, the fucking shoulder bump thing and everything, and then Sky and Dean were like, oh my gosh, like, god damn it, but actually, I was happy I got to tell him, like, I'm with him.
It was cool to see that they're all, like, I mean,
they're
obviously,
real.
Obviously they're real, like, but, like, they're kind of, like, they're kind of just I'm assuming three right there, but, like, bros.
Yeah.
They're kind of just like us.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we're not on their level of production or anything, but, like, the idea that they're all just kind of four friends hanging out talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like, they were walking in, they were talking, they didn't act like, all like
high and mighty.
Yeah, they weren't like, we are YouTubers, you are not. It was like, they're just normal dudes who like Kingdom Hearts and happen to point a camera at themselves every now and then.
Yeah.
And it was cool to be like, all right, that's nice to know that you guys aren't, because so often they're in the cloud, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
that was cool. Mm-hmm. I actually the only person I watch of the Key Keepers is Jared, and he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But it was still cool to meet them. I'm like, I kind of know your stuff. I follow one of you on Twitter. So I thought it was cool meeting them.
Yeah, because I mean, they were very, especially because we were the first ones to walk up to them as well. And as we came up, but everyone else kind of like piled on too. Yeah. But we and then they were very, especially with like when it was just the three of us, they were very like humble. I realized, like Sky, they're very like, oh, thank you so much. I was saying, how much like they've inspired us to do this, very like, oh, thank you so much. And even like HMK was like it was odd to see him, like he did ramp up in like 5 seconds, but like for the first like 3 seconds, like, oh, thank you so much and everything, and then you'll give it like 3 seconds, then he goes up to being HMK, but it was really cool and everything, and it was for me, it was just a very cool moment, something I didn't think I would ever get to do, and so being able to meet them was very, very exciting for me. And then we did rush out pretty quickly though, because we wanted to get to the Dolby Theater. Yeah. And so I saw on their Twitter they actually got like a picture, like a whole group picture, which we aren't there. Yeah. But it's like we still got our picture with the three of us, and then some other random dude who just kind of ran in. I don't know. Yeah. But
I kind of thought it was gonna be like a group thing too, so I was like, "Hey, you can get in here, man." And then I was like, "Oh," and then as they're taking the picture, I'm like, "Oh wait, this is for us." Whoops.
Well, I don't give a shit. It's fine. We still got us, and then
he's like, he's doing a cool pose too.
Yeah, no, he seemed chill when he was there, so I don't give a shit. He wasn't like some like random dude that just like some retard that just kind of like. It's like no, he was from like the 5 seconds I saw of him, he was chill. But like I said, after I said hi and everything. For one thing, I didn't want to like overstay my welcome, and also like I really wanted to get to the Dolby Theater to like check out the merch and stuff.
Well, because there was one dude, I know there was like one dude who was kind of like lurking in the back.
Oh yeah.
And then like I don't know who
it was. HMK.
HMK was like, get over here.
And
he kind of just like creeped up, and I was like, that's so me. Like if I saw anyone that I watched, like the only reason I was able to go up to them was like I don't watch them because it was something someone I actually watched religiously, I would have been like, oh, I want to talk to you, but I really don't want to talk to you.
No, when I saw them walking up, same thing. I'm pretty much the exact. I'm like social anxiety like to the max.
Yeah.
And I was walking up to them. HMK looked at me, and I had a moment where I was like, okay, so there are two things that's gonna happen here. Either I'm gonna I can be like, oh hey HMK, and then he'll just assume I'm a fan, or I can do what I want to do, which is just kind of stare at him and kind of slowly creep up to him, and he'll think I'm creepy. And so it's the social anxiety in me just kind of wants to just slowly keep walking up, be like, hi. But I realize he's looking directly at me, so I'm just like, HMK, my man! And so that's kind of, it's I have that moment,
full brave mode.
The moment where it's like slow motion in my head, where I have the telltale choice to
the timer's counting down.
Dot,
HMK will remember this.
And so that was really awesome for me. Especially, but then like I said, we fucked off pretty quickly because I kind of disappeared. And I kind of tried to be like bye, but they were off talking to other people, so I was just kind of bye. As you're slowly drifted away from them. But that's because I did want to get to the theater and everything, because I assumed that the meetup wasn't going to be too long, because they said the concert started at 6, and they said they were going to be there. No, the concert started at 8. I'm sorry. Concert started at 8, and then they said they were going to be there at 6, but they didn't get there till 6:50. And so I really wanted to be in there and be able to actually look around and take in the atmosphere and everything beforehand. And so I was like, I want to get to the theater.
Yeah, we had to get that exclusive merch.
Yep, both got the same. He got one too, but he's not wearing it because he's a pleb. But we both
saw a shirt hanging. I was like, I gotta use this.
I tried buying the one poster they had there hanging up, but the guy was like, "Nah, I can't do that for you.
I'm not selling it." Yeah. I really wanted to get the program too. That looks so cool. I saw some other guy looking at it. I was like, I want that so bad, but it's $40. I already spent $35 on this.
Yeah.
I don't need another
I will
one.
say I was expecting a little bit more merch from them.
Same.
I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe my expectation was too high. I wanted a poster. Like I said, I tried buying the poster that wasn't for sale. The guy was like, nah. But I mean, the shirt was cool. They had the soundtrack, the little conductee wand, which looked cool. But I can't spend. How much was it? $55.
Oh yeah,
there's that.
The soundtrack, which again online. So it was
Everglow will save us.
Everglow.
I convinced both of them to not buy it. I was like, Everglow, man.
Because I don't, I saw it and I was like, ooh, that looks cool, and I was like, I don't need that. I don't need that. But then there was one. No, was there one other thing? I think that was it, really.
I think that might have been
the pocket thing.
Oh, they have a wallet,
pouches. And stuff.
Yeah.
Practical stuff.
Yeah, practical stuff. I want something that goes on my body or on the wall.
Yeah. But I mean, it was still cool. I mean,
one of those is practical.
Appreciate everything that they had, and I wanted to buy fucking everything.
Yeah.
Especially
shut up and take my money.
Yeah. No, I literally remember I was standing in line. I was like, guys, tell me I don't need tell me I don't need the books. If you I need someone to tell me that I don't need it. Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking buy it because I really wanted it, but I needed this shirt. I have as everyone knows, I have a problem with t-shirts. I have a billion of them, and I have now 6 Kingdom Hearts t-shirts. Or I think it might be 7. I'm not sure. I realized when we were talking through, when we were at the concert, we counted through all the shirts, but I remembered I had another one after that too. So I have at least 6 t-shirts. I think 7.
I have
Kingdom
a
Hearts t-shirts
2. But I have 4 posters on my one wall that I have.
Yeah.
So
but so that was awesome, and then we kind of just wandered around the whole the lobby, I guess, whatever the fuck it's called.
They had 3 drinks named after Kingdom Hearts stuff.
Oh yeah,
I just remember the Heartless and the remix.
Heartless, the remix, and Twilight.
It was Twilight
Town, yeah. Which never wanted to drink, but when I saw those, I was like,
yeah, right.
Dang it.
Yeah. But that was pretty cool, and just seeing how all out they're going, even with the drinks and stuff that's it's pretty cool.
Well, I know we joke this entire concert was one big meetup basically.
Yeah.
It was because we go to anime conventions. You've seen the sea salt specials, whatever.
Yeah.
There's never any Kingdom Hearts meetup, even though there's a decent amount of Kingdom Hearts cosplayers. We're some of them.
Yeah.
But there's never any. So this was literally one big Kingdom Hearts meetup, and it was great. It made up for all the times that went to Fanime and there wasn't any meetup.
Yeah. There usually is at Fanime. There wasn't this year.
There wasn't one this year.
Yeah. But whatever. But because I mean, it's so cool. Just because Kingdom Hearts is the thing I am the most like passionate about when it comes to, you know, like games and movies and stuff, obviously. And it's like, you know, I'm a man of, you know, I always say I'm a man of many fandoms, you know, like I'm obsessed with, you know, like Indiana Jones and Star Wars and like stuff, you know, all Doctor Who, stuff like that. But Kingdom Hearts is the thing that I am the most obsessed with. Like that's the top, you know. And actually being at this place where literally every single person that, or I'd say probably like 99% of people, I'm sure there's, you know, some people that are kind of dragged along, but like 99% of the people there are there because they love Kingdom Hearts. And seeing like just the sea of Kingdom Hearts t-shirts and like the cosplayers and everything, I was just like, I am home! Like, it was the coolest fucking thing. And, you know, like actually, you know, like sitting down at the orchestra and everything, like, just like, but like before it started and everything, and we were getting in our seats, we were all just like, oh my gosh, like it's happening. Seeing like the people come out and everything, like the musicians actually like coming out and everything. Like it just my hype just got progressively higher and higher, and I just got like freaking out more and more. It was it really didn't hit me that it was happening until like we got there and like I saw everyone, you know. Because, like, you know, like I said before, it's something that just seems so far away that I'm just like, it's just not real. Like, it's just not ever going to happen. But actually being there, it was like, holy fucking shit. And so, you know, then I eventually, you know, it does start, and we're all losing our shit. And because they had, you know, as, you know, you would expect, they had, you know, the screen with the, like, cutscenes and stuff from the games as they're playing.
Just made it worse.
And they started with the orchestral Simple and Clean, which was fucking awesome. They had
I've listened to that intro so many times, and it was like,
this is why Dream Drop Distance's opening is the best one.
It absolutely is, hands down.
It is.
You can't argue with me.
Yeah, no, that one's definitely the best opening. Yeah, because I mean, but it was, and that was such a great way to like open it up and everything. Like that was just
everybody saw it coming, but everybody still screamed.
Oh yeah, I know, it was so great. It was such a perfect way.
Was so great to see. Like they played like 5 like notes or whatever, and
everyone was like,
yeah. Like it must have been horrible up there, like trying to like listen to what you're playing, and we're all like, we're like freaking out, like the second they even start. Like,
we haven't even started yet.
And oh my god,
that was freaking amazing. And you know, they played a handful of songs. They played, you know, some of the you know, like the Disney World themes and stuff like that. And after a little bit, you know, everyone's still, you know, freaking out. I'm constantly just on the verge of tears like the entire fucking time. And then friggin' after a little bit, the music kind of stops. Fucking Yoko Shimomura walks out.
Everybody's
the
screaming.
Composer of all the Kingdom Hearts music. I absolutely lose my shit. I kind of make a noise like, oh! But a lot of times when I get excited, I just, you know, do that kind of stuff. I realized afterward that was completely involuntary. Like, I wasn't trying to get excited. I was me going, oh my god! Like, but so she walked, and she tried to speak English for a little bit, which is kind of cute. But then you know, they just kind of you know saying thank you and everything for coming out, and thank you for, you know, your excitement towards the music and the games and all that kind of stuff. And the first, because then, you know, there's an intermission at the beginning. First half was fucking awesome, and then once we got to the intermission, the entire time during the intermission, we were all just like, oh my fucking god, that was amazing.
Walked out of there like dead silent, like, oh my god.
Like that was amazing. And the second half is what fucking broke me. Because that was when, well, I think was it the first half when they did the Atlantica thing? Because that was the greatest fucking thing ever. Because
just a bit of
you see on the screen, you see, you know, Sora and all the Goofy coming out in like their fucking Atlantica stuff. They play like a lingering note like on the violin for like 5 seconds, then they cut and go to the next one. It's like they know how terrible Atlantica is. Thank you so much. And I thought that they were going to have like a whole fucking section for Atlantica because that is a musical world in Cage 2, you know? Yeah. So I expected them to have a whole thing, which I was not looking forward to. Yeah. But then when they just straight up skipped over it, I was like, fuck yeah, they know how shitty it is. And so that was great. But yeah, so anyway, the second part is what fucking broke me, because that was one of the first things was the character medley, right?
Yeah, that was it. That was the game. That was the peak. Like, nothing ever topped that.
I genuinely cried during that. Like, when... Because they started with Sora's, which Sora's theme is sort of like, fuck yeah, let's go fuck up the bad guys.
No, they started Sora's theme, and I was like, oh, it's going to be Sora's theme. And then they showed character mail. I was like, oh no, oh no.
And Sora's theme is super like high and fun and like let's go fuck everything up. Everyone else's is like super like what you would have in Square Enix emo, just like
no parents.
Everything is terrible. And especially once it got to Roxas's, I was like ruined. And they played Shion's too. Like
afterwards.
Like I said, I genuinely cried during that. Like that.
I think
ruined me.
Who did they end with?
I think it was Shion's.
Shion's, yeah, I think so.
It was either Shion or like might have been Aqua. I'm not sure.
No, it might have been Ven, because like it went Terra Aqua Ven.
Did it?
I think so. I don't know. I don't remember. It was sad.
It all just kind of melds together because I was completely losing my shit during it. So it's like I'm not sure. But yeah, so like I said, I genuinely that there was 3 times I cried throughout the whole concert. That was the first one. The second one was the Twilight Town medley, which that's kind of like a personal reason why that broke me so bad. Is because when I was a kid playing KH2, and at this point KH2 was the newest game in the series too, so it's not like I had a billion games to go by. And Roxas was still to this day is, but back then he still was my favorite character, and I loved him so much. Yeah, garbage character no one cares about. Yeah. 5-year-old me, I would kick his ass. But nah, and I would go back and I would play the beginning of 2 like all the time because I loved Roxas so much. And so I like to this day I can pretty much recite like every single like cutscene in the beginning of KH2 because I have played through it so many times. And I always loved everything with Roxas, him and Axel and everything. I still think it's awesome, but I just remember as a kid specifically loving it so much. I would go back and just play the beginning, like the first tutorial, like 3 hours over and over and over again. And so the Roxas's Twilight Town, the Lazy Afternoons, is just like ingrained in my memory and is such a nostalgic song to me, and that just like that really really hit me. And then they were having the scenes from the beginning of KH2, and that just in itself just like got to me so bad. And then they played like Sora's theme and everything, the Sora's Twilight Town theme and everything, and that's also a really emotional sounding song. And then they played Vector of the Heavens right after, and that didn't help at all. That's fucking Shion's battle theme, and that was just like...
That was the game.
Yeah, like I was already crying. That didn't help. And they played a lot, like I said, they played a lot of really, really good stuff. And I mean, I was thinking about it, like there really wasn't anything that like I wanted them to play that they didn't. Like they pretty much played every single song. Cause,
yeah, they didn't... I mean, it went on for a while. They didn't really miss anything.
Yeah.
Besides Latvia.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't do like every single like Disney World and everything. They did have a couple like Disney like medleys of
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah. And there really wasn't any like specific song that I like wanted them to play, but they didn't. And like the big one I really wanted them to was The Other Promise, and that one I was happy with that one because they built up to that one too. Because there was a couple times where they would have like a scene from the game, but rather than having the actual music, which is what they would play, it would just be completely silent. And they had Roxas's death scene where he when he he gets all pissed off at Diz, and then he sees Sora, and it looks like my summer vacation's over. And they played that, but with just no music at all. And pretty much everyone during that is like completely silent. It's pretty crazy how just completely like dead silent everyone gets until my summer vacation's over. Everyone goes aww. but and then immediately after they played The Other Promise, which that was also
everybody died.
That was really powerful too. Like holy shit. And yeah, dude, like that. And I forgot. I was and fucking speaking of things that completely ruined me. And at the beginning of it was back in Act 1. When they had the scene where they had the Japanese voice actress for Kairi, her monologue about her training with Lee. They had a whole monologue where she was talking about...
And it was all to KH2's Dearly Beloved.
Yep. Yeah.
One of the best ones.
Oh, yeah. And it's probably the most emotional Dearly Beloved, I would say, is KH2's.
Yeah.
Because that's such like a... It's so like just such a somber song. It's so... Because, for the most part, Dearly Beloved is like a da-da-da-da-da. But KH2's just like do...
Yeah,
and it sounds so like emotional, and I think it was very very well set to it. And so they had a whole scene where it was in Japanese and they had subs on the screen where it was basically a letter to Sora from Kairi, who was in training, and she was talking just a bit about how like, oh, I'm in training, things are going good. And she talked a bit about Lee, how like Lee is constantly keeps apologizing. She's like, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I kind of like butt raped you in the game.
Yeah, And like, because that wasn't that too, because freaking even like in in Cage 2 when he apologized about Kairi, sorry to what I did to her. It's like, well, you could tell her that yourself. He's like, nah, I'm gonna die, fam. It's okay.
And then he came back.
And then he escapes death for the 10th time.
Yeah, and then the one that hit me the most though was when it was she said, what was it? He keeps looking at me like there's something he's trying to remember. I was like, oh my gosh, you're fucking killing me so hard.
Forget she.
Yeah, dude, because it was he keeps. I keep catching him staring at me, and it's like he's I'll ask him what's up. He'll just go, oh, nothing. I think she said like it's like he's trying to remember something. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like as if like the whole thing wasn't killing me enough. Like that ruined me. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna be bros though eventually. Come K3.
I'm ready for the buddy cop movie. We were talking about it.
And when we were in Disneyland, just our 5 because we're in Disneyland, so we did a lot of waiting in line, and we had a lot of line conversations, and one of them was how we really want a game, because we've talked about before how we want Kairi to have her own game, but we said how great would it be if Kairi and Lee had their own game together. And it's like, I think the whole like story we came up with was like, all right, so assuming everyone comes back at the end of KH3, right? So now we have a new threat coming. So Sword, all the Goofy go out. They go out and check it out on the 3 of them. Mickey and Riku go out. Vantera and Aqua go out, and then they send Lee out, and then Kairi to basically babysit Lee.
And they're like sanitation squad.
Yeah.
Like they get to the world right as Sora, like Donald Goofy, like buildings are falling down. Like, Sora's like, sorry, on to the next thing, and he leaves, and like Lee and Kairi just kind of stand like, okay, now
pick up their shit.
Yeah, we gotta, we said that would be basically a buddy cop movie.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, no, we said that too. Like Kairi, they'd be like interrogating a prisoner. Kairi's bringing like milk and cookies and all that. Like, oh, it's not your fault. And then Lee comes in, like fire comes out, guilty.
Flips the table over. Didn't even ask a question.
Turns the light on.
Where is she? Takes some milk and cookies and just. You don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or Lee would come in like, you want a cookie? He'd be like, oh yeah, no, you don't get a cookie.
Throw it in his face.
Yeah. You want the cookies that way?
Yeah, I do, but I really want Kairi and Lee to become bros in KH3, and that whole conversation spawned from that. But yeah, I that whole
like Axel and Shion were like this, so like it's totally gonna happen.
Work, yeah, and I mean they're spending all this time in training together, so it's like I can imagine that
Merlin's like stop time.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing. How when they were training Lee during Dream Drop Distance to use the Keyblade, I think Jens's exact rules where they put him somewhere more temporally adequate, which basically means like a pocket in time space where Lee could sit and train for like a millennia, but he still couldn't use the fucking Keyblade because he sucks that bad.
Then he accidentally did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
And so I'm assuming they're pretty much. She said in the orchestra thing how like they're pretty much doing the same thing. So like time is an issue. So they're having all the time in the world to train. So by KH3 they're going to be badasses and everything. And it's pretty.
Kairi's going to be older than Sora and Riku.
Well, I'm assuming they're still going to have it's more like
it's like the Dragon Ball Z effect that one time when they trained to beat Cell, and then they stayed in that one chamber where when a day passes in real life it's a year.
Yeah, there'll be something like that. Only they'll look the same and they'll still have the. Well,
just Kingdom Hearts.
Well, I'm assuming they'll. I think that just the way it works is different. So it's like it'll feel like I think what they're having it be. So it's like it'll feel like a year or not. It won't feel like a year, but like when they're there, it'll feel like they're training for like a year. But by the time they'll get out, it'll now only feel like they were there for what it actually was, which is like a day. But they'll still be able to have all the. The training that they had will still be staying with them, So it still won't, be like Kairi was now a year older. But just as she's there, it feels way longer. Then she comes out, it now feels like as it, actually was. That's what it seems like, at least. Because, I mean, Lee, fuck knows how long Lee was there trying to summon that damn Keyblade.
He was in, like, Kingdom Hearts 10. And he was trying to, like, still trying to get the Keyblade.
I just that whole like thing about Lee trying to get the Keyblade in Dream Resistance is probably the funniest thing in the entire series because he basically he just shows up and is like, yo, I want a Keyblade, and Jensen, he says it in like a poetic Jensen way, but he basically says that's so stupid it might just work. That's basically the only reason Lee has a Keyblade because he says something like, well, well, he basically says like that's a terrible idea, but like we need to think of anything because Xehanort, Xehanort might not see this coming. It's like that's so stupid. It might just work. That's the only reason they allowed Lee to get a Keyblade, and he fucking like tries to even like after sitting in the fucking time portal, like meditating or whatever for however long, he still can't do it, so he shows up to save Sora without him, and then at the moment after it, like he saves them. He's like, well, I was gonna come like running in like with the fucking Keyblade.
Keyblade and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in a flick of wrist or something.
And every single person is like, what the fuck? Even Jensen gets out of his chair for like the first time in the entire series. He's like, what the fuck? No one had an ounce of faith that he could do it.
Nothing could make Jensen stand up. Even Xehanort coming back, like seeing Sora or anything. No, the second he got his Keyblade, what?
What the fuck?
Alright, let me tell you what has bullshit.
No one had an ounce of faith.
It's like that one kid who's like, you're playing baseball, right? And that one kid who never hits anything gets up and like makes a grand slam. That's literally what it was. Like, what?
Oh yeah. No one had an ounce of faith that we could use the Keyblade. It's the funniest shit. And I'm getting sidetracked, but so that's like one of the funniest shit. And like, some people complain that like, oh, everyone's getting a Keyblade now, but you can kind of tell that what they're trying to do is more of like a Star Wars thing now. Because I think in KH1, it was very much like Sora was like the only Keyblade wielder, because you can kind of tell that throughout the series they kind of wrote them in chunks. Like they wrote KH1 like without really thinking much of the future. Then they wrote 1 through like at least Birth by Sleep, and which with at least a little bit of Dream Drop Distance in mind, because they had the whole Xehanort, like the eyes and the ears and everything going on. But you could tell they at least were up to Birth by Sleep, and then I'm assuming like they had at least the outline for Dream Drop Distance, but they probably didn't have the whole time travel thing figured out yet. But they at least had the whole 13 Xehanorts figured out. But you can kind of tell that
that's easy.
Yeah, you can kind of tell that they're trying to do more of like a Star Wars thing, where it's like Keyblades were kind of they used to be a big huge thing like with the Jedi and everything, but now they're almost all gone. Now there's just a couple more left. And now there's just a couple more left, and you can argue that like, oh, everyone has a Keyblade now, that's bullshit, but I feel like at this point that's kind of like arguing that everyone has a lightsaber in Star Wars now. It's like, yeah, but if you're force sensitive you can use a lightsaber, like who gives a shit,
Well, it's also like, I mean, like, no offense to people who didn't have a Keyblade before, like Riku and Tamri's or anything.
Riku earned his.
I mean, yeah, definitely no, but like that, like it's like in Star Wars, most time you're not following the one rebel soldier with a gun. You're following it's not everyone has a lightsaber, everyone has a Keyblade. It's that we only care about the people with Keyblades, basically. Yeah. Like, I mean, it sounds stupid, but like
it's true though.
It's true. Like it's just like
why don't we follow Sykes for a change? No.
So I
want to follow.
Sykes gets his own game.
I mean, I'll be down to follow Pence. Like, well, Pence can use every single Keyblade all at the same time.
His default weapon is the ultimate weapon.
Yeah, 2 of them.
That's like his starting weapon.
The ultimate weapon, another ultimate weapon, Sephiroth's sword.
See, the thing about Pence is that he's so good that the ultimate weapon actually slows him down. So in his natural Pence state, like he doesn't need it. It's just for show. Yeah. I mean, he tells Namora what to do. Pence, Namora, and then everyone else.
Yeah. But no. Anyway, I'm sorry. ADHD went off the trails.
Pence hype. Pence is confirmed.
But what other tracks really stood out to you guys? Well, okay. Also, the other one that straight up made me cry was the very end. When
the credits?
Yeah, the credits. Because fucking Yoko Shimomura comes out and once again does her whole thank you so much. And then she goes, for to show my gratitude and for the finale, I'll be sitting in front of the piano for this song. So I start losing my shit.
Everybody's screaming.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm screaming, he's screaming. We're all like tearing each other's skin apart.
Yeah. And like and so they actually had like credits for like Kingdom Hearts credits. Where,
that was a cool part.
And they had that, but for the concert and everything, as they're playing the song and everything. Because they played the credit song for KH2, and with her on that song, the piano doesn't come in until like a quarter into the song. So the entire time I'm sitting like, oh my god, she's gonna play. And then when she actually
strikes a note,
then when she actually did start playing, like I said, that it got to me so hard seeing straight up Yoko Shimomura played on the fucking piano. Yeah, I straight up cried during that too. Like that was fucking amazing. Yeah. Now, before we get to the thing at the end, which made us all freak out, what other like tracks really stood out to you guys? Other than because I also really liked Passion as well, because they played
Passion,
Simple and Clean,
underrated track.
They
don't play it enough.
The orchestral.
I mean, I said Simple and Clean my favorite just because great intro. I watched that intro so many times. That's the one song that sometimes I'll just start singing.
Oh yeah,
like walking in the hallway like Simple and Clean.
Yeah.
So having them open with that, and then it's also it was the same cutscene or whatever. The same opening is Dream Drop Distance was like, all right, this is good. This is good shit. I like
creditless Dream Drop Distance opening.
Yeah. No, they did such a good job with the video on there too. Like you could tell they spent a lot of time syncing up everything, like to make sure like the video really fit with it. To, add to the tears and everything. Like they did everything about it. They just did such an amazing job with like the whole fucking thing. Yeah, but any other tracks? I really like.
Daybreak Time was pretty good.
That was cool.
We went for like the video for Daybreak Time was like really jarring, like in a way. I mean, it was a very pleasant song, and I loved the Daybreak Time theme like above most things in Kingdom Hearts. But then it was so funny just watching going from like fucking JPEGs to the back cover version of it. Like the first 5 seconds was just that.
Because they would play because they took the scenes that were in Unchained Key and the ones that were in back covers. They'd have the one where like they'd play the scene in Unchained Key where all the people in the Union are like getting up to fight the dark side. Then they show the back cover version of it. It's like the actual good version. Yeah. It was so jarring to see like the difference and everything. Like the Ephemer and what's her name, Ava sitting at the fountain and everything. Like they showed the Unchained Key version, then the back cover version. So they showed
that was cool how it cut back and forth. Yeah, I like that.
I just wanted to see Scold, but like.
She's not in back cover with us.
Why wasn't she in back cover? I need that.
Sanctuary was good. The
Passion.
Passion.
Passion/Sanctuary.
Yeah, that was really good. Because I mean, we even said like I think you said like it'd be really cool if they opened with Passion on for like the second act and everything. Which they didn't, but they did play it like halfway through.
They closed out with it.
Oh yeah, that was the last one before the credits, right?
Credits.
Yeah.
So in a way,
yeah. That was really cool. Yeah, then right at the end.
Well,
so,
I mean, they couldn't have topped Yoko, right? I mean, they couldn't have topped her playing.
Oh my god, no! I'm so glad that was. Yeah, I thought that was great too to have like the actual credits as the last song. Like I just thought that was really cool. And really funny. And like you said, Trip, Yoko playing. There was no way to top that. That was a great way to end it. But yeah, so they finish playing. Everyone's clapping, screaming. They get the standing ovation. And everyone walks off stage. Lights come back on. We're like, holy shit, that was amazing. We start walking off. Then as we're about to leave the theater, we hear Yoko go like, hold on a minute. Turn around like, what? And
Kingdom Hearts 3 is canceled.
Nani! Also I forgot to speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3, I forgot to mention they played the trailer again.
At the beginning,
which is cool.
After the intermission.
I think we freaked out just as much as we would have anyway.
Yeah, because I remember I mentioned that like we all kind of talked about how like it kind of would have been nice if like they waited a little bit to release the trailers so, like we could freak out with everybody. But honestly, like.
We still freaked out, so...
I'd seen it 50 times, but just seeing it there, like, at the theater, we still were, like, screaming, like, yeah, and everything.
I mean, I'm sure it would have been, like, on the ceiling if it was, like,
but it's still, like...
trailer.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we were still, tearing each other's skin off. Everyone around us, like, oh!
Yeah. Everybody was cannibalizing everybody.
Immediately when they opened, when we got back, we sat back down. Immediately they opened with the words, and everyone was
like, it's like, everyone's already seen it, like, 50 times, but it's still, like, it's still so cool to just, like, see it again there. And it's like, well, yes, I would have freaked out more had I not seen it before. Just still like seeing it there. We're just like, oh my gosh, like that was really cool.
A reminder that Kingdom Hearts 3 is in fact a thing.
Yeah. And then and so that back to what right after we're about to leave, Yoko says, "Oh, hold on." Everyone like stops. Everyone's like, and turns around. And she says something. She says something like he didn't have like a proper introduction, but I feel we at least need to welcome him. So everyone, I have a special guest. I'd like to welcome the creator and director of Kingdom Hearts series, Tetsuya Nomura. And the three of us just start losing our shit. Everyone just absolutely goes
I think someone in the
crazy.
front was bowing down.
Like, oh my, like it was everyone just fucking loses it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever screamed louder in my life.
Yeah,
honestly, I scream really loud. But like
I think he got on there and then when it started dying down a little bit, he said like one word.
He's
like
or something. Yeah. Like that was like because that's Nomura. Like that's the father of the Kingdom Hearts series right there. That was the
one who pioneered that elevator conversation.
Well, Hashimoto's the one that had the conversation.
Pioneered the idea that
originated
from the elevator conversation.
Well, I imagine it went down something like Hashimoto was in the elevator, like we should do a game sometime. Nomura was sitting at his desk. Game, and then he like
the elevator opens up and Nomura's standing there. Like,
you want to see my fan effect?
Yeah.
I made up characters and everything.
Yeah.
It's funny because he was just a monster / character designer before. Mm-hmm. Like this is the man that created Cloud Strife and basically every monster after that.
Yeah. I remember even like there was an interview with both Nomura and Shimomura a while back, and I remember for a while Yoko just didn't know Nomura's name and she just called him the monster guy. So anytime like she'd be like, "Oh, I need to go talk to the monster guy," I was like, "I'm gonna call Nomura the monster guy for the rest of my life. That's just his name. He's the monster guy." So
I mean, he is the monster guy.
Yeah. And then like just seeing Yoko Shimomura and Tetsuya Nomura standing on stage there, I was like, I'm pretty sure I wasn't breathing like the whole fucking time, besides the screaming and everything. But like,
all exhaling.
Yeah, like that was just like the coolest thing. And he said, what we've heard before, like if you enjoyed this trailer, look forward to next. You're really gonna like next month's trailer and everything. It's gonna be really good. And so obviously, everyone continues to freak out, but it's like just seeing Tetsuya, like that's something I never in my life thought would happen. It's like we heard he was at some of the concerts and everything, and it's like I was kind of thinking like, oh, maybe he'll be there and everything, but it's like actually being in the same room as Tetsuya Nomura and Yoko Shimomura, that was just like...
Well, also the fact that we literally were about to walk
out.
Yeah,
right?
Like, I wasn't really thinking about it, but like in hindsight, we were like, it was like, there's no Nomura, well. It wasn't like I was like, oh man, the only thing that would have made that better was Nomura. So it was like already greatness, and they piled Nomura on top of that, and it went right up. So yeah, it was...
It was... I mean, I just I was just speechless after that. Like, we were walking out, I was like, I don't even know what to say. Like, that was just probably the greatest experience of my life. Like, that was just, especially as someone, I pretty much for the majority of Kingdom Hearts has been in the majority of my life. I started playing that game. I was in second grade, and I'm now in second year of college. It's like I've been playing that game for so goddamn long, and the music is such a huge part of Kingdom Hearts, and seeing it all just come to life like that and everything, and seeing the person that created all the music and created the games and is the director of the games on stage, that was just so much, and that was just such a great moment for me that I don't think I'll ever have an experience like that. I'm not saying I'll never top that experience again, but I will never have another experience like that, where especially because I mean, because of it's such a huge part of my life. Like I said, I'm obsessed with a lot of things, but Kingdom Hearts has always been the top. And actually just being able to sit there and see the music all just come to life like that, and seeing Nomura and Yoko, that was just so insane. And like I said, I don't think we'll ever have another experience like that again in my entire life. And it was so great.
Until Orchestra concert.
Yeah.
Final chapter prologue.
I mean, no, if there is another one, we absolutely need to go. But it's but so even if it does happen, it's unless they do show a trailer or something for the first time, it's I don't think that it's not going to be able to capture the amount of same. It's like playing a game again for the second time. It's it's still amazing, but it's not going to be as amazing as the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you make better decisions.
Oh yeah, but still, it's that being said, it's that doesn't mean you shouldn't play the game again, because Lord knows how many times I've played through Kingdom Hearts. But it was just such a great something that, like I said, don't think we'll ever be able to experience again. And I'm so happy we went. I'm so happy that we impulse bought that ticket and everything. That was just the coolest thing.
Yeah, it's cool that it worked out so conveniently.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't think it would work, but we got down there.
We did it, and it was so amazing. And we had our Disneyland after party the next 2 days, which was great too, to close it out and everything.
Dante was there.
Yeah, we got our boy Dante.
Which stay tuned for more Dante possibly.
Yeah. But no, it was, like I said, it was just so amazing. And like I said, it's just something that I don't think I will ever experience again. Even like if they do have another one, I'm not saying that like it won't be, you know, almost as good. Like I'm assuming, you know, this is like how great it was. If there's another one, it'll be like right here. But like the fact that like I actually, you know, I saw Yoko and Nomura for the first time ever. Well, okay, unless we're like up like at the very, very front like next time, but like
unless we just shake their hands or something.
Yeah, because I mean it's like. Which we were still pretty damn close, I will say. Like
our seats were good.
There's like this is the stage right here. They have the ground floor. Then they have like us like a little high above that, like barely at all.
You were like slightly below the balcony.
Yeah,
like the second.
Yeah, like we could see. Like if you looked above us, we could see the balcony. But it was like we were still close.
We basically could see the sound directory.
Yeah, I remember when buying the tickets, it was like everything was just like slowly turning to gray. So we gotta get this now.
Yeah, because then it was. I'm so glad we did. That was so amazing. Like it's something that I just don't think. Like I've said this 50 times, but I don't think I'll ever be able to experience again. I'm so glad that we did because that was so amazing. And it's like, especially for me, because I mean, Kingdom Hearts is just such a huge part of, you know, like who I like. It's as corny as it is, it's really shaped who I am and like how I value friendship so much and everything. It's just like such a huge part of, you know, the kind of person I am, and it's so great to be able to see it like that and, you know, be able to partake in something like that rather than just playing the game 50 times, you know?
Yeah.
Man, it was really cool. And then it was very fitting to have a Disneyland after party as well.
Yeah.
After this is what after party 2, right? Because we had the first day of Disneyland was after party. The second day was after party Chain of Memories.
Yeah.
Now we're on after party 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was. It was so amazing.
We literally already planned our next Disneyland trip.
Yep.
Like,
And
we're
I'm about
planning
to
our
hear,
Disneyland trip, by the way.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Like July, right?
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
I think so, yeah. But so it was great. I was very happy we went, and I hope that in the future they do another one. If you listen to Square Enix, please, we will go.
Mr. Square Enix.
Yeah.
You'll earn at least some money.
Yeah. No, that's like that was just
just 3 of us sitting right there.
I mean, that was like an almost sold out theater too. What, like, I mean, I'm assuming it was like at least almost sold out because like I didn't see any empty seats. At least where we were, I didn't see anything that was empty at all. Yeah. Maybe there was like above, like in the balcony, but like
there
where we were,
seats next to you. I know they were empty.
No, people showed up like the last minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure like balcony right against the wall probably was still there, but like
for the most part, it was just about sold out, and now so it's like. It was just so cool. I'm so glad that we went. I'm so happy we were able to experience that, and it was super fun. And like I said, I hope that they do something like this again because it was super amazing. And I'm glad they finally, because people have been asking them to do this for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the music in Kingdom Hearts is always so well. Square Enix just in general always has really good music. Yoko was the fucking god, and like. I'm so glad that they've had Final Fantasy orchestral stuff before, but I'm so happy they finally, because Kingdom Hearts has always kind of been thrown to the side when it comes to like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they finally, you know,
it's like Aladdin, diamond in the rough.
Yep. So I'm glad that they finally were able to show Kingdom Hearts some love.
Yoko is our Princess Jasmine.
Yeah. Seriously.
Don't need no man.
Well, so any other closing thoughts?
No,
before I wrap up?
I mean, it was really good. Mm-hmm. I'm, definitely glad we went.
Oh yeah.
10 out of 10 would do again.
Yeah. Yep.
New experience, more tracks.
Oh yeah.
Time. New tracks.
Yeah, maybe a Kingdom Hearts 3 edition in 2020.
Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Dearly Beloved orchestrated.
That'd be cool.
That's like just the encompassment of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
But 2 is up there. Like 2 doesn't capture everything that Kingdom Hearts is. Dream Drop Distance does that perfectly.
2 captures the depression of Kingdom Hearts.
That's what it does.
Dream Drop Distance captures, like you said, like.
And then there's like Coded's Dearly Beloved. That like nope
sucks.
Whatever.
It doesn't suck, but it's just that Coded encompasses what Coded is, which is not that good.
Like everything bad about Kingdom Hearts is wrapped up in Coded.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll say Coded's Dearly Beloved isn't bad. It's just more fun, I would say.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Yeah. It's like Dream Drop Distance is basically Coded's like upbeat plus Cage 2's depression.
Yeah.
To make a whole new being.
That
is 10 years of Kingdom Hearts.
The upbeat just like doesn't fit. Like, Coded is just generally just like Coded isn't
the
really,
black sheep.
Coded isn't a depressing game, so I guess it does kind of fit. Well, the very end kind of gets you with Roxas and everything, but like for the most part, it's a generally happy game. So it's like I guess it does make sense, but it's just like I feel like the more depressing Dearly Beloved's always kind of
melancholy / depressing.
Feels more Kingdom Hearts to me. And then Dream Drop Distance, like you said, does a really good job of adding both to it, because that is very much what Kingdom Hearts is. It's both, like the fun, happy fun
Life
times,
is
sort
not
of
just
goofy.
about happiness nor sorrow.
But then also has the whole like everything sucks sometimes with Kingdom Hearts, and it makes them together do a really, really good job.
It's like, it's okay, bad things happen, but look at this.
yeah.
What's this?
And then the KH2s is very much just KH2s is definitely I think the most depressing of them, and so I think it was a very fitting for having when they played Kairi's little monologue, her letter to Sora.
Like Kairi has like this much character compared to everybody, but like she's so emotional.
Yeah.
She just gets to you.
In that much character, she gets that much emotion.
I mean, technically, Roxas and Nominator are her twin babies. Roxas is Nominate's brother. Yeah. Technically.
Kinda, I guess.
I guess. It's a weird family tree.
Yeah. It's like Sora and Kairi made Roxas and Nominate, and there's the bastard child Shion.
Yeah, I guess. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, man. Well, anyway, well, whatever. Anything else before we...
Grandpa Ventus.
Anything more before we wrap up, guys?
No. I think that's good.
All right, well, thank you all for joining us. If you have the opportunity to go to one of the orchestral concerts, do yourself a favor and do it, because it was, like I said, such an amazing experience. So go do it.
Two spicy memes of approval.
Four spicy memes.
No, 5.
6 spicy.
A lot
of spicy memes.
But so anyway, thank you all for joining us for episode 26 of Seaside Podcast, and join us and hopefully about a week when we'll have some of the highlights for our beginning of our adventure through KH1 and 1.5. And after that, or if not, just join us next time for the Seaside Podcast where we talk about what the fuck is happening. Yeah. So that's it. Bye, everybody. Bye.